Book title, Rebirth of Clans, Echoes of a Viking Warrior Chapter 1, Ravaged Lands, The Legends Reborn. The burning embers of Johan Berger's village illuminated the night as smoke billowed into the sky, blotting out the stars. The scent of charred wood and the haunting cries of his fellow villagers echoed through the air, mingling with the crackling flames. Johan, a fierce young Viking warrior known for his unmatched strength and skill, stood amidst the wreckage, a wave of raw anger and grief crashing through his veins. The sight was etched into his memory forever, an image of destruction and loss that would fuel his quest for revenge. With tears streaming down his face, Johan surveyed the ruined remnants of his once thriving community. The invaders, a band of ruthless pillagers from a neighboring clan, had destroyed everything in their path. They showed no mercy, leaving only death and devastation in their wake. Johan's heart burned with a fierce determination to make them pay. "Titan," Johan whispered, his voice filled with grief and anger. "We can't let them get away with this. We will avenge our people, I swear it." Titan let out a deep, rumbling bark in response, his tail wagging in agreement. They were bound by a connection stronger than blood, united in their shared purpose. Determined to seek justice, Johan and Titan set out on their perilous journey, leaving behind their ravished and destroyed village and their fallen kin, and set out on a treacherous path forging ahead. Their hearts burned with a fierce desire for vengeance, dreaming of the day they would find those responsible for the annihilation of their clan. Bandits, rogue warriors, and menacing creatures all stood in their path, but Johan and Titan were a formidable duo. They climbed treacherous mountains, as their footsteps echoed through the winding valleys. The rocky terrain tested their endurance, but the fires of vengeance burned within them, pushing them forward. Their bond was unbreakable, their spirits indomitable. They fought side by side. Johan's sword lashing and Titan's mighty jaws crushing the bones of their enemies. With each small victory, they felt closer to their ultimate goal. News spread through the land of a great warrior with the silver wolf, a man driven by an insatiable thirst for justice. Legends grew around them, giving the people hope that even in their darkest hour, there were those fighting for them. As they journeyed deeper into the heart of Norway, Johan contemplated his true destiny. He was not just a simple villager seeking revenge, he was a descendant of Viking kings, chosen by the forces of Valhalla to restore peace and order to these ravaged lands. The blood of his ancestors flowed through his veins, filling him with a newfound sense of purpose. One stormy night, seeking shelter from the elements, Johan stumbled upon a hidden cave. Inside, he discovered ancient Nordic runes etched onto the walls, telling tales of bravery, sacrifice, and the power of faith. The words seemed to call out to him, whispering of a higher calling. "Johan," a voice seemed to echo from the darkness. "You are a chosen one. Embrace your destiny." Startled, Johan turned to see a figure emerging from the shadows. It was an elder, who was both wise and weathered, and who emanated a sense of ancient power. "I am Olaf, a guardian of the old ways, and a seer of the new faith," the elder said. "You, Johan, are a descendant of Viking kings." With his staff in his hand, Olaf steps closer to Johan. "You are destined to be intertwined with the new Christian Viking king that will be seated in great power, rising to battle beside you, sealing your fate within a new clan that will become your family." Olaf, now stepping even closer, places his weathered hand on Johan's shoulder. "Your path will be arduous, but with faith and resilience, you shall rise above the ashes and bring peace to these lands after great battles are won." Johan couldn't help but feel a surge of both fear and determination. He knew that his journey would not be an easy one, but the words of the elder stirred a fire within him. He glanced at Titan, who stood faithfully by his side, his eyes filled with trust and determination. "I accept my destiny," Johan said, his voice unwavering. "I will bring justice to those who have brought chaos to our lands, and I will help lead our people towards a future of peace." And so, with the echoes of the elder's words still ringing in their ears, Johan and Titan continued their treacherous journey through ravaged lands. They faced countless challenges, battling both physical and emotional hurdles. But their unwavering bond, coupled with Johan's growing faith in his destiny, would carry them through the darkest of moments. Little did they know that their path would lead them to encounters with legendary Viking warriors, test their faith beyond measure, and ultimately pave the way for a new era of prosperity and unity. Together, Johan and Titan were destined to become symbols of hope in a world plagued by darkness, their tale embodying the unbreakable bond between man and beast, and the triumph of resilience over adversity, intertwined with the power of faith in the face of insurmountable odds. Chapter 2, Valhalla's Destiny, The Trials of Johan and Titan. Johan stood tall, his eyes filled with a fiery determination. With each passing day, the burden of revenge weighed heavy on his shoulders. Johan, a young and now fearless Viking warrior, had been forged by fury, and driven by the burning desire to avenge the death of his father and clansmen. It was said that a great injustice had been done, and Titan, who had been a loyal companion to Johan since he was a mere cub, remained steadfast and faithful by his side as they journeyed through the treacherous lands of Valhalla. Johan found that each new challenge only fueled the fire within him, strengthening his resolve to overcome any obstacle that stood between him and his destiny. Amidst the chaos and bloodshed, Johan became determined to understand and harness these powers, believing they held the key to his success. One fateful night, as Johan and Titan rested beneath the stars, he began to converse with his loyal companion. The bond they shared transcended mere words, but on this night, their connection seemed stronger than ever before. Johan shared his hopes, his fears, and his dreams with Titan, unburdening his soul to his steadfast friend. "Titan," Johan whispered into the night, "we have come so far, and yet there is still much to be done. I sense that our destiny is intertwined, that together we hold the power to change the course of Viking history." The wolf's keen eyes met with Johan's and was filled with a silent understanding. It was as if Titan had been waiting for this very moment, knowing that the time for their true purpose had finally come. In the days that followed, Johan and Titan continued their journey, their bond growing stronger with each passing obstacle that they overcame. They faced treacherous battles and heart-wrenching betrayals, but through it all, their determination remained unwavering. As Johan navigated the intricacies of power and politics, he began to realize that his strength was not solely derived from his own prowess, but also from the undying loyalty and love of his faithful companion. Together, they were unstoppable. Little did Johan know that the secrets held within Titan's mystical powers had the ability to alter the very fabric of Viking history. Their destiny was entwined with the fate of Valhalla itself, and as they continued their tireless journey, the path before them would forever be changed. Chapter 3, Battles and Legends, Johan, Titan, and the Celtic Mysteries. The sound of battle cries echoed through the dense forest as Johan, the young fearless Viking warrior, and his faithful companion Titan, the mystical silver-gray wolf, charged into the fray. The safety of those around them and their survival rested on their shoulders, and they were prepared to face countless battles in their quest to protect the land. Johan swung his mighty sword with precision, striking down enemies with each fierce blow. The young Viking warrior was a force to be reckoned with, but even he could not deny the toll that the continuous warfare had taken on both his body and spirit. During a brief respite from the relentless fighting, Johan found himself drawn towards an ancient Celtic stone circle hidden within the forest. The moss-covered stones seemed to whisper long-forgotten secrets, urging him to delve deeper into the mysteries of his own destiny. Sensing his curiosity, Titan bounded ahead, his keen senses attuned to the mystical energies surrounding the stone circle. As Johan approached the stone circle, a soft gentle breeze whispered through the trees, carrying with it whispers of ancient Celtic lore. The stories of heroic warriors and powerful deities danced in his mind as he realized the deep ties between the Celtic myths and his own lineage. Intrigued by this revelation, Johan sought the guidance of the ancient druids, the wise and revered keepers of Celtic knowledge. Through a series of rituals and meditations, the young Viking warrior allowed himself to be immersed in the ancient Celtic mysteries, delving into a world he had never before explored. Johan realized that his destiny was not only tied to his Viking heritage but also to the ancient Celtic realms. With this newfound understanding, Johan and Titan dedicated themselves to unraveling the ancient secrets hidden within the Celtic mysteries. They sought out legendary artifacts and deciphered cryptic symbols, all while battling mystical forces that sought to consume them and those they held dear. With each resounding howl, he summoned the forces of nature to aid Johan in his battles. His silver fur shimmered with otherworldly energy, casting a protective aura around them both. As they uncovered the ancient Celtic prophecies, Johan realized that his destiny was intertwined with the fate of his people. He would have to make tough choices and sacrifice much in order to fulfill his role as both Viking warrior and bearer of the Celtic mysteries. With Titan by his side, Johan embraced this new part of his identity, fusing the strength of his Viking lineage with the magic of the Celts. Together, they faced formidable enemies and unimaginable challenges, determined to ensure the survival of their people and preserve the ancient wisdom of both cultures. Johan and Titan stood on the precipice of their fate, ready to plunge into the heart of darkness and emerge victorious. The battles may have been fierce, and the legends may have been daunting, but they stood united, unwavering in their determination and commitment to protect all that they held dear. Chapter 4, The Throne of Legends, Johan, Titan, and the Allure of the New Valhalla. The New Valhalla mirrored Johan's inner turmoil as he wrestled with his conflicting loyalties. An encounter with a charismatic Christian missionary had left a lasting impression on Johan. The long-forgotten faith, now after countless battles, spoke of forgiveness and redemption, concepts that had been lost within the hardened warrior's spirit. Yet, there was a part of him that still longed for something more than the blood-soaked battles of old. It was that old yearning for peace and salvation, something that the old Valhalla could not offer. Titan, the loyal wolf dog who had stood beside Johan throughout his tumultuous journey, sensed his master's internal struggle. He stood tall and alert, his piercing eyes unwavering as he sniffed the air for any signs of danger. As they continued their journey, a figure emerged from the shadows. A towering Viking king, with a crown of grizzled hair and a beard that flowed like molten gold. His regal presence commanded attention, and his eyes held an air of wisdom that belied his formidable appearance. Johan, the Viking king called out, his deep voice reverberating through the silence of the forest. I have heard whispers of your dilemma, torn between the call of Valhalla and the allure of the newfound faith that has covered the land. Johan, startled by the sound of his name, approached the Viking king cautiously. He bowed his head in respect, unsure of how to address such a powerful figure. Do not mistake my appearance for hostility, Johan, the Viking king said, extending his hand in a gesture of peace. I seek not to sway your decision but to shed light on the paths before you. Johan glanced at Titan, seeking reassurance from his ever-faithful companion. Titan's tail wagged softly, almost as if he understood the weight of the decision that now lay in his master's hands. As the Viking king lowered himself to the ground, he motioned for Johan to join him. They sat cross-legged beneath the towering trees, their conversation shrouded in an otherworldly quiet. In Valhalla, you will find eternal glory and camaraderie, the Viking king began, his voice echoing of ancient tales. But in the embrace of the newfound faith in Valhalla in Christ, you may find redemption and peace for your weary soul as you enter. For Johan it still felt like a betrayal. And what of Titan? Johan asked, his voice laced with worry. He too has walked this path with me. Will he find a place in this new Valhalla or be forgotten? The Viking king's gaze shifted to Titan, who sat patiently at Johan's side. A faint smile played on his lips as he spoke. In the halls of the new Valhalla, there is a place reserved for the faithful companions who have fought alongside their masters. Fear not, for Titan will be revered for his loyalty. Johan mulled over the king's words, weighing the choices before him. The allure of the old Valhalla beckoned, promising a warrior's great reward, while the newfound faith of Valhalla offered redemption and solace. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows through the forest, Johan made his decision. It was not one born out of blind obedience or fleeting desires, but rather a choice that honored both his heritage and his journey towards redemption. "I choose the path of faith," Johan announced, his voice resolute. The Viking king nodded, his eyes filled with understanding. "May your decision bring you the salvation you seek. Remember, the ultimate throne of legends is not found in the halls of the old Valhalla or within the embrace of any king's crown. It lies in the hearts and minds of those who remember the deeds of valor and the choice to fight for justice." With those parting words, the Viking king faded into the shadows, leaving Johan and Titan alone once more. They continued their journey, their steps now lighter, as they embraced the allure of a new calling, a calling that promised redemption and the chance to forge a new legend, not just for themselves, but for all those who yearned for salvation in the new Valhalla. And so, Johan and Titan ventured forth, not as warriors driven by vengeance, but as champions of an unwavering faith, armed with the knowledge that the ultimate throne of legends resided within the hearts and souls of those who dared to believe. Chapter 5, Redemption and Retribution. Johan and his faithful companion Johan and Titan had been on a relentless pursuit to bring justice to the clan that had ravished their village and mercilessly killed their kin. The journey had led them through treacherous landscapes, testing their determination and resilience at every turn. But finally, their paths intertwined with destiny as they arrived at the remote territory belonging to the Christian Viking king, Bjorn Ironhand. The king's great hall, with its grandeur and majestic presence, stood tall amidst the towering trees of an ancient forest. Johan stood at the entrance, taking a moment to gather himself before stepping inside. The weight of his losses burdened him, yet his spirit burned with an unquenchable fire, determined to avenge his loved ones. With Titan by his side, Johan entered the hall, his presence commanding attention. The Vikings, strong and rugged, peered at the newcomer with curiosity and respect for the bond he shared with his companion. Their piercing gazes met Titan's steel-gray eyes, recognizing the primal power within the silver wolf. As Johan made his way towards the high seat, Bjorn Ironhand, adorned in his regal armor, observed the young man closely. The king's long gray beard and weathered face spoke of battles fought and triumphed. Lines etched deep into his skin, revealing a life filled with hardships and victories. Bjorn's eyes, blue as ice, bore into Johan, searching for the truth behind his purpose. Approaching Bjorn, Johan bowed respectfully, paying homage to the power and authority embodied by the Viking king. "Great Bjorn Ironhand, ruler of these lands, I have traveled far and fought great battles to reach you, and I have come seeking your wisdom and aid. My village has been decimated, my kin slaughtered, and my soul yearns for justice. I beseech you to lend me your strength and army so that we may vanquish the clan responsible for this massacre." Bjorn nodded slowly, clasping his hands in front of him. "Young Johan, son of Gorman, your tale of tragedy has reached my ears, and I share in your grief. It is an injustice that cannot be left unpunished. Speak, for I must now know how you came to be so closely connected to this magnificent beast beside you." Johan looked down at Titan, his arctic eyes filled with both sorrow and affection. "Titan has been my faithful companion since I was but a young lad. We grew up together, and in the face of our darkest hour, we have stood side by side. He is my guide, my protector, and together we are more formidable than any mere mortals." Amazed by their bond, Bjorn rose from his high seat, his towering figure emanating power. To have such a connection with a creature of the wild is truly extraordinary. It is a testament to the strength of your spirit. Your request for my aid shall not be denied. The time has come for our blades to sing in unison and for vengeance to be unleashed upon the clan that dares to defy us. The Viking king summoned his warriors, who flocked to his side. Johan, with Titan faithfully at his side, found himself amid an army of fierce warriors, each driven by a shared desire for justice. Bjorn addressed his men, his voice echoing through the great hall with authority and honor. "We ride to battle for the fallen, for the innocent lives taken unjustly. Together with Johan and Titan, we shall reclaim their honor, ensuring that the clan responsible meets their end." With vigor and determination igniting their souls, the army set forth, Johan and Titan leading the charge. Through treacherous terrain, they navigated their footsteps, infused with resolute purpose. The clash of steel against steel resounded, and war cries mingled with the barks of Titan. In the heart of the battlefield, the clan that had caused so much devastation now faced their retribution. Their arrogance crumbled as they encountered the wrath and unity of the Viking warriors. With every swing of an axe and every fang sinking into flesh, justice prevailed. Johan fought with fierce determination, a man possessed by vengeance and grief. Titan, by his side, lashed out with unmatched strength and grace. Blood stained the ground, victory carved through the chaos, until not a single member of the wicked clan remained standing. As the noise of battle subsided, Johan and Titan stood amidst the fallen, their eyes filled with grief but also a sense of fulfillment. The air was heavy with the scent of victory and justice, mingling with the cries of a ravished village finally avenged. Returning to King Bjorn's side, Johan and Titan were hailed as heroes. The Viking king bestowed upon Johan the title of honorary warrior, recognizing his indomitable spirit and the bond he shared with his companion. With their mission accomplished, Johan and Titan set forth from the Viking lands, their hearts lighter yet forever marked by the scars of their past. A new chapter awaited them, forged through fire and blood, as they continued their path, leaving behind the ravaged remnants of their village but carrying with them the strength reborn from their tragedy. And so, Johan, the warrior with a silver wolf at his side, embarked on a journey filled with purpose, redemption, and the resilience of the human and animal spirits that intertwine. Chapter 6, A New Life on the Horizon. Johan and Titan ventured into the unknown, joining their new clan as they sought to build a life far away from the treacherous battles and great losses they had faced before. They had found a welcoming community who saw them as valued members eager to embrace their skills and contributions. It was here that Johan hoped to find solace and lay the foundations for a peaceful existence. The Viking king, Bjorn, held a council meeting to discuss the integration of the new members into their clan, making their presence official. Johan, accompanied by Titan, entered the grand hall where the king and his advisors awaited him. The room was adorned with intricate carvings and tapestries depicting epic tales of valor and conquest. Johan looked around, feeling both awe and apprehension. "Welcome, Johan," King Bjorn greeted, his voice commanding and robust. "We honor both your bravery and skill in battle. Tell me, what do you seek amongst our people?" "Ask and it shall be so." Johan took a deep breath, his eyes glancing briefly at Titan, who stood loyally by his side. "Your Highness," he began sincerely, "I seek a new beginning, a chance to rebuild my life and find purpose once more. I offer my skills as a warrior and my unwavering loyalty to your cause." The king nodded thoughtfully. "Your loyalty is commendable, Johan, as is your honor and strength." "Thank you, Your Highness," Johan replied, conviction filling his voice. "I have learned the hard way the consequences of chaos and selfishness. I yearn for a life where I can lay down roots and fight for a greater cause." King Bjorn leaned back in his throne, his piercing eyes studying Johan intently. After a moment, a smile crept onto his face. "Johan, welcome to our clan. I trust that you and Titan will bring great honor to our name." With those words, the council members erupted in applause, signifying their acceptance and approval of Johan's presence. Johan and Titan were given a grand feast, celebrated as heroes who had come to join their ranks. Days turned into months, and months into years. Johan had proven himself time and time again on the battlefield, but he also dedicated himself to learning the ways of his new clan, embracing their customs and traditions. Titan had become an integral part of the community, loved and respected for his unwavering loyalty and fierce protectiveness towards Johan. In the midst of this newfound life, Johan had caught glimpse of a woman, Evelyn, who stirred his heart like no other. She possessed a beauty that seemed to transcend time, capturing Johan's attention from the moment their eyes met. Evelyn, too, found herself drawn to Johan's strength and gentle nature. Their connection blossomed, and soon their love became the talk of the clan. One warm evening, as the sun set on the horizon, casting a golden glow over the village, Johan and Titan sat beside a crackling fire. Titan's silver first shimmered in the fire's light as Johan spoke softly. "Titan, my faithful companion, we have come a long way from where we started. We have found a place of belonging, and I have found the love of my life in Evelyn." Titan's eyes reflected the flames, seemingly understanding the weight of Johan's words. He leaned into Johan, nuzzling his head against his hand. "I promise you, Titan," Johan continued, his voice filled with determination, "that we shall never forget the battles we have fought and the losses we have endured. But now, it is time for us to rest and settle down. We have earned our peace, and we shall live out our lives as free noble members of the clan." The well-seasoned warrior's words lingered in the air, accompanied by the crackling of the fire. In that moment, Johan and Titan found solace and contentment, knowing that their journey had brought them to a home where they could find love, purpose, and a sense of belonging. And so, as the years passed, Johan and Titan found joy and fulfillment in their new life. They became revered figures within the clan. Their courage and loyalty legendary. Their tales were passed down through generations, forever etching their names in the annals of history, a testament to the enduring spirit of true Viking warriors of faith and their inseparable bond with their faithful companions. With each passing season, Johan and Titan embraced their place in the world with gratitude and humility, forever cherishing the day they found their home amidst the Vikings. And thus, their story, filled with triumph, love, and the pursuit of redemption, became an enduring legend sung by minstrels far and wide, forever etching their names in the hearts of those who heard it. The End, a book written by Jules Mahalo. All glory to one, Father, dedicated to Johan and Titan, an ever-present presence in my life, of true Viking valor. October 26, 2023.